Okay, Gaffer, 2-0 victory over Torquay United. Considering we got here about 1:45, that was a pretty good performance from the players.
No excuses. Our players, we've been prepared throughout the week. We knew exactly where we was coming. Playing has always been a tough place to come and get a result, and it was important that the bodies we've got understood what the mission was, and I thought the players were all terrific today in terms of how we got the goals, in terms of how we started the game, the intensity, our purpose was all there today. Everything we worked on, we got the reward for it, and it's credit to the players.
A tricky first 15 minutes as well, where you talk about big players and everything like that. Lenny Holden's come in, first start, he hasn't played for a while, but he's certainly made up, for being on the bench for quite a while. Absolutely outstanding performance from him today.
I've always said Lenny is ready. I thought he was superb today. I thought he was our man of the match, and he's always been ready. And it just goes to show you when you work behind closed doors and you stay consistent and you hope for the opportunity to come, and he shows it in training in terms of his attitude, his behavior, understanding what's required, making sure he doesn't make little errors when he's training. It's all about the details, and he's got all of that, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. And it's important that we manage him right. And I was glad to see him keep another clean sheet for us today. But his performance today was different class.
I mean, it's not just him as well. You think that you've had to we've got 4 or 5 players missing that would probably be in the starting 11, but they've all come in and done got even like Teo Curtaran, who hasn't played for a long time. Riley Court alongside him. Both worked their socks off in that midfield today. Yeah,
you look at the complement around in terms of relationships, in terms of units, in terms of being creative in possession, in terms of being compact out of possession. We had all of that today. And it was just, as a management team, it was just so good to see us nullify Torquay's strengths. And it's important that we respected those strengths. And I thought the boys were superb in terms of their body language, in terms of how we pressed, in terms of how we won the ball back and how we break lines. And then, making sure we're not just being reactive, we was proactive. We saw that with Dejon Godin again, worked his socks off, got a fantastic, got the 2 goals. His performance deserved that. Last game at the Gallagher and today as well. So he's growing in confidence, and that's what we ask of the players. And I know, John Gilbert again, he's run miles today for us, for the team. And I thought the back line, the back unit was superb in organising, in managing key moments, especially in the first 15 minutes when we came under a bit of pressure. That was always going to be the case. We told the boys, manage those 3 quarters, and once we got ourselves nice and composed on the ball, we started connecting. We started picking those pockets of spaces that we like to play in, and that gave us the goals and running in behind without the ball. And that's how we got in the areas, and making sure behind the ball we was secured as well.
And even at times in the second half where we've had to really sit in deep, and and they've put in some decent crosses, they're trying to find those pocket space, but we still look so dangerous on the counter attack. We could have probably been a couple more, to be honest.
I think we should have. We deserve to have scored more than 2 goals today. I think the best team won today by country mile. And it's important that we look at the magnitude of the performance. Like you said, Ben, it's about making sure, nullifying their strengths. We knew they were going to bring on a target player sometime, probably the first 15 minutes in the second half, and we needed to stay nice and compact. If we didn't win the first phase, we needed to be compact and win the second contacts, and then making sure it's about assurances, making sure we're nice and confident on the ball. When we win it back in tight spaces, can we pick our teammates out? And I thought, a couple of times we had them on the counter. The keeper made a couple of good saves on the counter, but it's important that we look at the magnitude of how well we dealt with and coped with those area duos. The back line, not giving them any gaps, forcing them to play, make unforced passes. And again, when they did go past the back line, Lenny Holden was just a rock at the back today for us, and made so many important and crucial saves for us. So the entire squad today has got us, and that's the squad we've got, by the way. That's the squad we've got in terms of the players available. That's all we've got. So the players need to be proud of this performance and this result today. And our supporters were hearing fine voices, and they deserve this victory for their magnificent support a very long way away from home.
It's hard enough to do it once in a season, but to do it twice, 44 coming down here today, I think they deserve a special mention. They've been absolutely fantastic today to get behind the boys, on a cold November afternoon.
Yeah, our supporters are some of the best supporters, and I told the players, the fans will never let them down. They had to come out today, they had to be bold, they had to be courageous, they had to be resilient, but we had to be ruthless as well. We had to be relentless in our press, in our shape, and also offensively. We had to be relentless and we had to be ruthless in front of goal. When we create those chances, can we finish them off? And we saw that from De Jong today, 2 excellent finishes. And I think I left him on for a little bit longer to try and get him a hat-trick today, but it wasn't to be. Now, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to our supporters. We know how tough it is to get up here, and they've been committed, and that's all. That shows you how connected we are as a football club. Now they got to enjoy that victory. I hope this victory makes it a shorter journey back for them, but also for us now, it's feet on the ground. We look at the next game. We're going to make sure the players enjoy this victory, and also they got to recover. They got to recover right, and then we'll manage the loading comes next week because of the amount of bodies we've got.
Well, very well done, Gaffer. We'll catch you again during the week.
Thank you.